YouTube, it's me, Julie, and here I am with no makeup on. So you get to see me how I am just around the house. So congratulations. I'm sorry. I haven't made a video since July, I guess. So I guess it's time. We're at the end of August. So last time I vlogged, it was about the emotional issues I was going through and some of, you know, just the adjustments that I was making with my new life. And so far, this month, I have made some progress, I would say. I did break the 200 mark. I got down to 200, I passed 200. I got down to 192, and I was very proud of that and very happy. But I kind of got out of control, and I think it was when I made that video was the first time I had had cookies or had anything like that, and that was a month ago. And for the past month I've been eating carbohydrates all over the place and not doing what the nutritionists and everybody recommends that you do when you're a weight loss surgery patient. So I haven't been following the rules, and it's caught up with me. I gained like 3 pounds one week, and then 2 pounds the next week, and then like this week, like the last 2 weeks, I think I've stayed the same. So I am back up to 197, unfortunately. I'm trying to get it back under control. It's so hard. I've been dieting for 3 years now. After losing 144 pounds, it gets harder and harder and harder. It doesn't get easier, it gets harder. You would think it would get easier because you're like, well, I've been doing this for 3 years. No, it actually, at least for me, I don't know about other people, but for me, it's gotten harder. So I decided when I saw my doctor to go ahead and go on an antidepressant medication, and I did. They put me on Prozac, and I've only been on it for about a month now. I've noticed that I have significantly less emotional reaction to my hormonal cycle. So in layman's terms, I don't get as nasty during PMS and as depressed and, you know, weepy and all that kind of stuff. So that's good. And I think, you know, it's kind of hard to tell because it was like when I started taking the antidepressant, I was achy all over, I was lethargic, and it helped like with the achy and lethargic part. So I felt like I could get up and I could go do things and enjoy life. And so I've been playing tennis with the kids. We've been doing walking and fitness trails and exercises and dancing. I did VBS and I did choreography for all of the different songs that we did every night, and it was really a whole lot of fun. And I just really got to express myself physically, and I haven't done that in eons, since I was probably in my 20s or maybe younger. So it's like I was looking for myself, and it's like now I'm finding myself. I don't know if I'm all the way there yet. But I think I've made progress. I've discovered that I believe I'm not an INFJ or an INFP, but actually an ENFP. ENFPs are the most extroverted of all introverts. Wait, I said that the other way around. I have dyslexia too. I'm the most introverted of all extroverts. So while I have become shy and withdrawn, but that was more a reaction to being abused and trying to withdraw from people because it's painful, and I had healing to do. I've been in a long string of bad relationships, and some of those were abusive relationships. So, and I was using food as my coping mechanism and just withdrawing from society. Then food was taken away as my coping mechanism, and now I went into this part where I was like lost, like how do I cope with it now? And now that I'm finding other means of coping with it, I feel like I'm healing more. and I'm becoming more social again, and I'm enjoying letting my personality out, because, you know, it's like if you beat a dog, every time they walk past you, they're gonna flinch. That's you know, thing my mom used to say, and that was kind of like me. I naturally, in my natural state, when I'm healthy, I'm very outgoing and spontaneous and funny, and I can be like kind of a clown and kind of ditzy, but I'm also very, you know, very much in my head and very intuitive and objectively logical and things like that too, smart but yet ditzy. So there's a lot of ways that I am naturally that I have been taught to be by my abusers not that way, because they've been, I think ENFPs are very often oppressed, because people are like, you need to calm down, you need to not be so wild, you need to make lists, you need to follow schedules, if you want to be successful you have to do all this stuff. And I have a desire to be successful just like everybody else, so I've conformed to those things to try to be what everybody else wants me to be. But naturally I am like a picture exactly of an ENFP, and I'm talking about Myers-Briggs. So if you look up socionics, it's going to be a little bit different. So in Myers-Briggs MBTI, I'm an ENFP. So I've learned about different personality types. Not only that, I've explored like what other people's personality types are, and it's made me kind of understand where the ISFJs in my life and the ISTJs in my life, that they are driven crazy by some of my behaviors, and they believe that their way is right. And society kind of agrees with them more, that you should be, you know, here on time, and because society functions with people like that better. Like my husband is an SP, he's an ISFP or ISTP. Yeah, ISTP, and he's very logical, and he's very like, do this this way, and do it these steps, and he wants everything to be efficient, and, you know, other than that, you know, leave him alone until he wants to go have an adventure, and then he likes like the thrill of the rush, and then he's back to himself again. So I like begun to understand how other people are in relationship to myself. So I'm like learning interpersonal coping skills to deal with people who try to change me, and also try to understand where they're coming from with all of that. So I'll stop with the psychobabble, because my channel is not supposed to be about that. My channel is supposed to be about my weight loss journey. However, all of this stuff is connected. Spirituality is connected with it also, because God is supposed to be the one that we turn to for all of our needs, and food was became my idol, my God, you know, that's what I turned to, was food. It's what I relied on for my emotional needs and stuff. So now what was I going to say? I lost track. I mean, weight loss is such a complex problem. It's spiritual, it's emotional, it's psychological, and I think those are two different things. When I say psychological and spiritual and emotional, I guess I should clarify, because those could be subjective terms. Psychologically, people are damaged by series of events that happen in their life, and their responses to stimuli based upon their hardwired responses, their cognitive hardwiring, their who God created them to be. Spiritually, we react to things from our sin nature, and that's everybody. And that manifests differently based upon our cognitive type. So food is an outward reaction of inward turmoil, and I believe that's the case with every single person that's an addict to food. There are people who are obese who simply have discipline problems, granted, but I think the large majority of people may, even if they just start out with it from a place of being, you know, just not disciplined, it ends up becoming a crutch. So from either the spiritual or the psychological standpoint, it's not healthy. So my goal is to get healthy physically, spiritually, psychologically. And I'm working on it. As far as my relationship to food goes, it has been really hard to not use food as a vice, even as I'm working through all of this stuff. I've had the opportunity to become a speaker at the Great Banquet, and I'm really excited about that. I get to share my testimony, and it's really taking me out of my comfort zone to be able to, speak to 80 strangers and tell them my life story. But it's also very therapeutic also. At the same time, I'm still not disciplining myself the way that I should be. I've been eating cake and fair food and, whatever temptations come in the house via my husband and my children. I give in very easily. So I need to dig down deep and figure out, I'm doing work physically, I'm exercising, I'm doing that kind of thing, and I'm doing the psychological work, trying to figure out, my own self and my own baggage and all of that crap. But I still haven't figured out just the discipline part, and that may be part of being an ENFP, is that we're not very disciplined people. We're kind of crazy clowns, fun-loving 8-year-olds, all perpetually 8 years old. So I don't know what the answer to that is. That's my next problem, I guess, is to learn to be able to discipline myself better. But I think that'll come with time as I heal more, as I get all those emotions under control. I won't have to turn to food anymore, I'm hoping. I'm really enjoying being active. I may have gained some of this weight with muscle tone because I've been really working out a lot, staying active a lot. I went from being a person that just lays in bed all the time, sits around all the time. All of my work was mental work, to being a person that's just go, 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 go all the time. So, yeah, I think I built some muscle. So some of that could have just been tone weight, but I don't know, because I can't say that because I have been cheating. Which, you can't be a glutton after you've had the surgery. You can't be. You have a half a cup of food is, maximum of cup of food is all you can fit in your stomach physically. And I've been eating about 6 times a day. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'll eat a bag of chips. I'm not filling up all the way when I eat. I've just been snacking. Have a bag of chips. I'll have a piece of cake. I'll have a couple of cookies, or and then at lunchtime I'll have a lunch, and then 2 protein bars a day, and that's like 600 calories right there. And I'm still not getting in my liquids. So I have a lot of work to do. I need a lot of prayer. Not where I need to be. I'd like to be 160 pounds is my goal. So what is that? I'm horrible with math. 37 pounds? Is that right? Yeah, that's exactly right. So I have 37 pounds to lose. Doesn't seem like a lot. It feels like a lot. I still feel like I'm the same obese person that I've always been. Just, I can climb stairs. So I think that's about all I have right now. And we're getting ready to go on a trip for 10 days, cross country on the motorcycle. So that should be really fun and adventurous and exciting, and maybe I'll learn some things about myself during this trip. I think I might, because me and my husband are going to be alone for the first time. We've never been alone for more than 24 hours in our entire marriage. So it's going to be interesting. So God bless everybody. I hope you're all doing well. I haven't really been keeping up with everyone because I've been busy. Been out living my life. So, alright, I guess I'll see you next month. Talk to you guys later. God bless, and bye.